What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated British lineal heavyweight world champion Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, took to social media and reiterated what he recently said on an interview regarding his stance. He's been going back and forth with WBO president about his ranking system, him not being ranked in the WBO system. And Tyson Fury highlighted undefeated, former unified, undisputed Oleksandr Usyk at cruiserweight. Oleksandr Usyk was undisputed at cruiserweight. He's since made his debut at heavyweight against Chaz Witherspoon, and he's the mandatory for the WBO title. Now we know that the way the WBO operates, the WBO, allows you, if you was a belt holder in a lower weight class and you hadn't lost the belt, in the boxing ring, or you hadn't lost the belt on the scales or anything of that nature, if you moved up in weight, you automatically jumped the front of the line. Tyson Fury is not happy about that. He's not too happy about that, right? So Tyson Fury takes to social media and he lets Oleksandr Usyk absolutely have it. He calls him a bum. He said he's not a good fighter. He says he's just a little fighter that moved up in weight, and it's a popularity contest. It's not about actual boxing skills. He said it's about popularity. He said Oleksandr Usyk hadn't accomplished anything, and that shouldn't be the case. Tyson Fury held the WBO title at one point in time. He lost the belts, because he had to vacate, to outside of the ring situations, which forced and saw Tyson Fury lose his belts, and he was stripped of his titles. So with that said, Tyson Fury is furious that he's no longer ranked in the WBO ranking system, right? At one point in time, he was still ranked, and they just totally dropped him out altogether. And I have to agree with Tyson Fury on this point, and I respect, all sanction bodies, but their approach to things are not in favor of the fans, right? It's in favor of what benefits them. And hey, listen, to each his own, but you can't represent the sport of boxing and you have agendas and personal agendas, because that doesn't work, right? So this is why the fans get stripped of great fights. This is why the fans get stripped of legacy fights. This is why the fans get taken advantage of, right? Because we want to see undisputed. The fans want to see undisputed, yet we can't. We seem to not be able to get undisputed because the sanction bodies have all this confusion. You look at the situation with Anthony Joshua, right? Anthony Joshua has two mandatories. There should be some sort of pecking order, right? How could he possibly? He's one person. He's one man. How could he possibly have two mandatories immediately following a fight he just had with Andrew Ruiz Jr. December 7th? He's already pegged to have a fight with for the WBA. For the IBF and the WBO belts. Alexander Povetkin at one point in time was a mandatory, I believe. He satisfied his mandatory. Then he lost to Andrew Ruiz Jr. Now he regained the titles, and now Kubrat Pulev, who was the mandatory to his defense at one point in time, is the IBF mandatory. Now Oleksandr Usyk moved up in weight, and he's the WBO mandatory. He can't satisfy both, so he's gonna have to drop one of the sanction bodies in order to be able to continue to be a champion, and not be stripped. So he's gonna have to drop the WBO and allow, that way he can control what direction the title goes in, right? If he doesn't do that, he'll be stripped of the IBF. Who's Kubrat Pulev is a top ranked Bob Arum ESPN fighter, and he can't control the direction that belt goes in. But if he drops the WBO, Oleksandr Usyk, Derek Chisora, Joseph Parker, all Matchroom and DAZN fighters. So with that said, Anthony Joshua, being a DAZN fighter, gets a say-so on what direction the belt goes in. Or should I say Eddie Hearn, Matchroom CEO and promoter, gets a say-so in directing what belt and allowing Anthony Joshua and putting him back in position to regain it. So Tyson Fury lets Oleksandr Usyk have it. He says he's not a good fighter, he's a bum, and he would destroy him in 2 rounds, if that. So That would be a fight I would like to see. I agree with Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury would absolutely walk through Oleksandr Usyk. I don't know if he destroys him in 2 rounds because that's just not Tyson Fury MO. I think Tyson Fury outboxes him for 12 rounds, easily, but I don't believe he knocks him out or anything of that nature within 2 rounds because that's just not his MO. But this is a fight I would love to see. The heavyweight division is back, is booming. Tyson Fury obviously has a huge fight coming up with Deontay Wilder February 22nd. So can't wait to see how this all plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.